Hey guys, what's up? This is Chris Likeness Mobility Site. This is another Christmas time kind of unboxing. Got a couple phones in the last few days, and this is the iMate JAQ3, which is very similar in looks to, except for the iPAQ 6915, 6920 series. It's got a similar size display, keyboard, and all that. So let's unbox this thing. iMate's always made some pretty decent products. Of course, they've always been rebranded HTC devices over the last few years, and they're kind of not going on their own, but they're making some devices or having some devices made for them that are not made by HTC. So let's see what we got here. This iMate JAQ3 though, it's a quad band GSM Pocket PC phone. It's going to have JAQ3 the newest version, the newest update, Bluetooth 2.0. I think it's got 128 mega RAM, 64 ROM. So we'll look at it more in detail in a minute. Got a little user's manual here, which is quite thick and looks pretty thorough. Quick start guide. Warranty, that's always important. Software. Windows Mobile. I always like opening these things up for the first time. This looks like this is just some literature. There's a case, didn't look very, it's kind of bent up there. So, looks like it's been crushed. Or maybe that's the way it's supposed to look. Anyway, that's the case here. And please place one of these labels on each copy of the service agreement. Let's see. There's the goods. We have a mini USB to USB cable. There's a stylus laying there. Let's see if it's telescoping. Yep. And we have headset. And we don't have a proprietary connector. Yay! See there? Non-proprietary connector. Unlike some of the phones that are coming out these days. Like my Blackjack. I love it, but there is an adapter to make this probably foreign power source fit in my wall. Let's see here. There's, yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there. We got this, funky looking, I guess depending on where you're going to use this device, let's see here, take this out. I might need this for powering it up anyway. So I'm assuming that just slides down here. No, I don't read instructions. Yep, snapped right into place, and now that is a US AC to mini USB. Alright, and here it is. Something's under it. What's under? Oh, that's a battery. Let's see here. This is a 1,250 milliamp hour battery. I hope it's charged. I doubt it though. Here goes that email again. Alright, here is the JAQ3. I got my first look at it at CES the other day, so it's not a huge surprise to me. It's kind of big compared to the Blackjack. Actually, it looks a lot like a Blackjack, doesn't it? I just got email. 8 emails. So, it's really not that big of a size difference, and it's not a whole lot more fat than it. See that there? It's got a camera on it, so we'll put that one away. The JAQ3 looks pretty nice so far. Alright, a little more about the device. Like I said, it's running Windows Mobile 5, JAQ3, Bluetooth 2.0, 2 megapixel camera, 128 mega RAM, 64 mega ROM. That's about all the goodies you need. And this I've already seen this here, and this is kind of bugging me here. You see, there's nothing on the bottom here except for your stylus, which we got an extra one in the box. That pulls out there just like that. What bothers me is there is no connector at the bottom. What is it with companies putting the USB or charge cable on the side like this? That's just bothering me here. Looks like that's our power there. Let's look at the top. Got a micro SD slot with a little flap over it, if you can see that. On this side, looks like the camera button. Okay, and we got a little rocker dial here. And you can push in on it too. I'm pretty sure this is probably not going to be able to be powered up, so we'll throw the battery in and see. Let's take a look at that right now. But let's look at this first. You got a Windows Mobile button there. Let's see here so I don't get in your way with my fat fingers. Bring this closer here. Sorry about that. Windows Mobile button, that'll bring up your start menu. That's a left soft key, right soft key, okay. Email, internet, make a call, turn off a call, and you can see the white buttons have our numbers on it, which I'm sure will be kind of hard to get by with on the blackjack. The numbers are a little farther apart, so excuse me. So anyway, the keyboard kind of feels a little cheap. So we kind of like that D-pad though. Looks the middle button's a lot bigger than on other devices like that, so we won't accidentally move it up or down when we're trying to hit enter. So anyway, let's pull the cover off and check it out. Let's just slide this down here. There we go. That back cover just flops off there. Alright. See where my SIM card needs to go, right there. And let's just pop this battery in. Just like that. Slide it up. And let's turn it on. See if we get any juice. We've got juice. Let's take this little protector off the cover there, off the front. Hopefully that's in focus. Probably take a decent amount of time for this to load up, so I'm going to pause this and get a better angle on it and come right back. There we go. Tap screen to set up your Windows mobile device. Hope I don't get this too off a line doing it at an angle. Well, we'll just leave it at Eastern time. Next. So anybody that steals one of my devices, I'll let you know that I do not use passwords. I don't ever want to lock myself out of my own device. So there we go. And it's telling me I've got no SIM. Now it's going to install. Yeah, I need to put my SIM in there, and it would have probably set it up automatically for singular. So we'll see what happens here. This is going to take a minute. It's actually pretty quick. Anyway, this is probably the second or third device that iMate's done without the hardware of HTC. And so far, I've been somewhat impressed with it. The iMate SPL, I don't believe that HTC made that, and it's a pretty nice knockoff of the Slither with Windows Mobile on it. It's nice. The T9 input, I'm not too thrilled about, but what can we do, right? This is taking a little longer than I thought. So, but anyway, one right away bad point about this is I can see that it does not have 3G. It's a edge only phone, but it is quad band, so it'll work wonderfully on singular. I don't have 3G in my hometown, but when I travel I like to have it, and eventually we'll get it here, so it's not imperative for me at the moment, but it's definitely a turn off for some people. We'll see what happens there. But anyway, I'm kind of excited to see. iMate does a real good job putting a bunch of extra applications on their devices. And let's see, the battery indicator is not there. It's going to see if we were doing pretty bad on battery life already, since I took this right out. Are we rebooting? Or yeah, we're rebooting. And we'll see where we go from here. Once again, this is not a review. Well, actually, I didn't say that in this, but oftentimes people call these reviews. They're not. When I do this, it's not a review. It's typically the first time I've ever touched the device. I actually got to touch one in Vegas last week, but this is my first time opening one up out of the box and turning it on. I like to share this beginning experience with you. It gives you a heads up about what it looks like, how big it is, size comparison, what's in the box, and then we'll have the full review a little later down the road after we've had a few weeks to play with it. I've got the Trio 750 that I'm working on a review on right now as well, and this one will be next after that. So let's see what it did here. We're going to hit cancel. It was telling me that I have an invalid SIM. And touchscreen, I love it. I've gotten used to not having one, and I'm really very happy with the blackjack right now. But this, I'm not sure if this one will win me over, but I'm sure there will be. Okay, so I got about 66% battery life right now. So I can play around in here a little bit and show you a few things. Let me get comfortable and see what we can do. I don't want to check out what games are on here. iMate is real good with adding some additional games, and they did not disappoint us here either. Got a pool, iMate pool. That's what that looks like. That looks pretty nice. I like the poker they have. Very nice. Let's see. I don't know how to play. Shoot. Yeah, anyway, we'll close this out here. How do we get out of here? I don't see. Oh, here we go. I can shoot now. Interesting. Alright, let's get this turned off here. Main menu. Exit. Alright, we got blackjack. I'm not all about games, but having a good game on your device really makes the day go by just fine, as I'm sure you understand. It's blackjack. I hate blackjack. Let's bet 5. Let's bet max. And deal. We're going to hit that, right? I think we're going to stand right there, right? I lost. Oh well, let's get out of here. That's not why you're here. Main menu. Can I see an exit? There's an exit. So anyway, I don't know what this is. iMate Jam Jammy. Now, that's an interesting name for a game, huh? I'm not even gonna mess with that, but it looks pretty cool. Guess I want to leave. Let's go through some of the other little first things that you do when you get a device. We'll go start, programs, see what we got. We got backup, iView, camera. See what the camera application looks like. In the past, iMate camera applications have been pretty lacking. That's not too bad, but got a 2 megapixel camera, so I would be pretty interested to see how well a shot comes out on there. Let's just close that. Active Sync, CA install, and I am getting a phone call while I'm doing this. Alright, me too. Alright, I'm back, guys. I'm sure you loved my ringtone. Little General Lee from the Dukes of Hazzard. And we're going to get right back at this. I make configurator. See what that does. This is a new one on me. Did I click it? I did. See, there you go. That's what you get for clicking on stuff you don't know what it does, Chris. Voice commander, not voice command. It must be iMate's own version. Sim manager. So let's close that out and we'll look at some settings. It's pretty peppy. We'll go to system about. It's got an OMAP processor. Not sure what that's running at though. I think it's probably 200 megahertz. And we've got 41 megabytes of available memory. No expansion in use. Copyright version info. So anyway, just doing this just to give you a little idea about some things here. Master clear. I'm sure I'll have to use that pretty soon. Remove programs. Over here, this is interesting. Over here on the scroll wheel, I'm not really getting over there. Did you see how it wasn't actually scrolling? I wasn't far enough over. Okay. Well, anyway, I'll take a look at that. There you go. There we go. I wasn't far enough over. I don't know. It's just not that responsive. I don't know. We'll uncover that if we find a real problem when we do the review. So, if this was a live, I could ask you if there's anything else you want me to show you, but it's not. So let me just guess. System. That's about it here. Memory. I don't see storage. 64 program. That's 6464. It's supposed to be 128, is it not? Huh. Anyway, that's it for now. Like I said, it's a pretty new device. It just became available in the U.S. Sorry about that focus there. Let me fade out there a little bit. Just became available in the U.S. Last week, and it does have Wi-Fi, Bluetooth. So that's very good for a lot of people. Unlike the 6925, this does not have GPS. So, give you one more little look at it. And let's see how it looks next to, let's say, a Trio 700WX. Let's bring that down a little bit and let you see the thickness difference. This thing is pretty thin, really. Let's see here. Yeah, Trio's got almost double the width. You can't see that, can you? There you go. Put those on top of each other here. There you go. Now let's do this. Let's throw my blackjack on there. And there's a difference between the thickness of that one and the blackjack. So anyway, my name is Chris Leckness. This is Chris Leckness from Mobility Site. I love how I make so many blunders there. And this is the iMate JAQ3. This is the device. These are the accessories. I showed you those, and it's a pretty box. What else can I say? Thanks for watching, and look out for the full review in the future.